here with a friend of the YouTube, Mr. Ivan Brandon. How are you, sir?
How are you?
Not too bad. You, sir, have been quite busy since we last spoke, all those many eons ago.
Yeah. I've been traveling a bit. I just came back from 4 months in South America, Brazil and Peru and Argentina, mostly Argentina actually.
Well, congrats on the vacation. You seem well rested.
I'm actually right now. I apologize to YouTube because I am actually not very well rested at all. I've had about 15 hours sleep in 4 days, and I'm starting to feel it here.
Yeah, it is
Sunday at the Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's Sunday at the Con. So, with the success across Bronx, you've sort of been busy with an Eisner nomination. A little Eisner nomination for 24/7. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel about the process of now you're in sort of the equivalent of the Oscars for the comic book world?
It's great to get any kind of appreciation from any channels they come. I have trouble being an optimist about my chances in any of these situations, but I'm glad the book got appreciated, and obviously, sadly Eisner's not there himself to be there, but to be involved in any way with the Eisner name is definitely a big deal for me.
So, stemming from this success, you of course branched out and got a little bit of work at a big company, one of those little independent houses known as Marvel.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the projects you got coming from them.
Right now, I'm working on I'm just finishing a 5-part Machine Man story with Nico Henrichon, who did Pride of Baghdad, and I'm also doing Marvel's first ongoing webcomic, which is one of the Secret Invasion books is a webcomic that I'm writing with artist Nick Postic, and it's great. It's sort of an old-fashioned one-page serial. They run it 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, sort of in perpetuity, and little cliffhanger at the end of each one. It's definitely a lot of fun to write. It's very different from anything I've ever done, and Marvel's been very, very cool about doing it. It's definitely been fun to do.
So as you came from the independent world, you've now stepped into the quote-unquote the big independent house, shall we say. Do you find the creative process, as you've been an editor, you've been a writer, you find that process has changed and altered and given you a new perspective on how you're going to go back and do your own work?
No, it certainly doesn't alter my own work, but it's a different process. I think with the kind of work that I've done, I think my relationship with editors is maybe different than some. And so I end up getting a lot more freedom to do maybe a total package kind of thing, where I have more involvement I'm more outside of just the writing. I get more involvement on things, and people do ask me, to be involved in different stages of this stuff, and so that's really cool. I mean, I'm very used to putting together a total package book, and so to be involved at all outside of the script stage is actually a really, really, really fun thing, and something that I didn't expect, and something that is very, very fun and very cool to do. As to how it affects my creator on work is basically it's the same thing as it's always been. Basically, sorry, there's pen flying back and forth here. The creator-owned stuff I do, for the hell of it, I do kind of what I want, and it's not that hasn't changed and won't change. I'm working on a Viking series right now, and a Western, and sort of weird alternate space pirate thing. Alternate meaning not in this world. So at this point, I'm just doing the kind of books that I feel like and want to would want to read, and that's really not affected at all by work.
So we've got a space opera coming from Ivan Brandon.
Yeah, I'm doing. I did for the upcoming Tori Amos anthology. I did a short with Caleb Watt about pirates, but they were sort of our own weird twisted version of pirates, and kind of want to run with that and make a big deal. And it's an incredibly gorgeous story in terms of his art, and I basically want to be selfish and steal them away to do some more. So.
Any advice for the up-and-coming creators out there, those who want to get not just into the art, but of course the writing side of things?
My advice to them is to get a real job, because I don't recommend the it's all I can ever say to anyone is to do your best work, don't piss anybody off, and the work speaks for itself. Do your best work, do the work that you're going to be proud of, and that's gonna show through. Don't worry about, you can't second guess or worry about what the audience is going to respond to, or what's going to sell and what's not going to sell. All you can concentrate is doing books that you want to read and having fun and being true to that. And if you're true to that, I think that shows. Even if it's not, people can see that work you've done on, the work I've done on a creator on doesn't look anything like a superhero comic, but the editors can see that they can apply, I don't know, what passion or what have you from the one thing to the other. People can see you don't have to dress up in the clothes or whatever to get the work on the superhero book or what have you. The best thing, the guys that we all looked up to growing up weren't sitting trying to impress anybody. They weren't doing. Frank Miller wasn't trying to be. Everybody these days is trying to be Frank Miller. Frank Miller wasn't trying to be Frank Miller when he was. So when everybody's Frank Miller, nobody's Frank Miller. Basically, you got to go in and just be your own thing and just do what you want to do.
Okay. And lastly, sir, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on the internet on various pornographic sites, and my website is ivanbrandon.com, and I'm more often than not, if I'm not slammed with deadlines, I try to keep it updated and try to to keep some good work up there, some pictures and some fun stuff.
Right on. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
As always.